It was refreshing for me. Oh, this is Do-Rag Wisdom, by the way. And today is Tuesday, the 28th of February. Okay, this is a important day for the birther Trumputin bastard and his Trumputin Stupins. It's a day when this creep is going to address to both houses of Congress to try to explain how he's going to F us all over. And I mean this. F us all over. This is what this creep and his party, the GOP, is all about. This is what it's about. To undermine, destroy every social, humane program we have for humans and animals, for this besieged planet Earth of ours. The horror of this creep, this Trumputin, this Trumputin Stupin traitor and his party. It is sad, it is sad, it is sad. And he's going to try to explain it all away. Now, it was a pleasure being able to watch a president publicly, like on TV, in the media, read it for a change. I enjoyed, almost for the first time in my life, watching and listening to a president speak. And while I know he didn't do everything that I wanted him to do, and he wasn't liberal enough for me, whatever, as presidents go, we had a winner here. In fact, I love this presidency of Obama so much. I hope he does what Grover Cleveland did and run again for another run of the term. Even though, again, he's pretty conservative. He's middle of the road, kind of. Certainly more liberal and more competent than the creep that we have now, this traitor, who by the way, whether he knows it or not, is a Putin operative. And it's like we have a movie here going on, a real life movie, a suspense, a political thriller. Our country under siege by a maniac who's trying to overturn our Constitution, everything that our country stands for, who has a guy named Bannon Hitler, who is feeding devil, satanic, if you want, shit into this creep's ear. And he's deaf. Oh, he hears. He only hears hate. The Trumputin only hears hate. Only hears conspiracy theories. Only hears fake news that benefits himself. Only hears lies. The double-thinking bastard. Man, I have to tell you, as I said, I've read 1984 many times. And this creep, when he talks about, you gotta say your sources about all this, the leaks, the sources. How many times did he say sources when he was in his birther bastard mode? Anything he used to say, I heard it from people. What people? See, double think. And it gave me pleasure to be able to listen, to be able to interact with a president for the change. For a change. To be able to hear her speaking, the speeches, the State of the Unions. It was to gaze upon the loveliness of his wife, that goddess Michelle. Whoa. The most beautiful, gorgeous first lady. I mean, I'm 66 and she is the most beautiful, in my opinion. I could look at that woman 24 hours a day. And now we have this again, this creep coming in. This creep, he's going to address the two houses of Congress to explain himself, to explain away himself why he appointed all these creeps to deconstruct our lives and our government. He's got Bannon feeding him. Come on! Why has there been a rise of anti-Semitic hate crimes all over the country? I mean, I'm not surprised. I didn't vote for him. I always knew the kind of creep this Trumputin is and was and will be. Look, I'm one of his neighbors here in New York City, so to speak. You know, I mean, I live in New York City. And I always knew the kind of creep, the kind of phony, the kind of liar, the kind of hate monger this creep, this bastard birther is. And he's going to speak, and I am not going to watch. In fact, okay, so all these wonderful interactions that I've been able to have with the president, the former president of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama. Okay? To sit and listen to and to be able to this guy had vision, he had ideals, he did so much considering what he was up against. And now the enemies of our country, they're going to try to undermine, destroy, deconstruct not only the legacy of Barack Hussein Obama, but to also undermine our entire government, because the GOP today, the Bannon Hitlers, okay? These folks, all right? They want to destroy the federal government. All they want the federal government for, and is for the military. They want all the regulations and all the other stuff to be deregulated. They want the states to have the power to deal with the environment or with Medicare or Medicaid. And you know, if you're living in a right-wing state, you get fucked, right? And they just want the government to be military, all for the military. Look at what he wants. He wants war, this son of a bitch. He wants to put us in another war. He wants to kill more soldiers around dinner. Like Navy SEAL Owens. We have a traitor. We have a Putin traitor in there. And I'm reading some stuff. There's some interesting stuff out there. I mean, it's the specialty of the Putin to go, and his way to go from country to country to undermine its democracy. And this would be a great prize. The head, the bloody, dismembered head of our democratic republic on his wall, thanks to the Trumputin and his GOP enablers. Look at the cabinet. It's all about undoing our whole government. Look at it. Look at the creeps in there, what they're going to do to us. And it's all about oligarchs running everything and the rest of us into the ground. So if you think I'm going to sit and listen to this guy's union, it's not the State of the Union, it's a joint session of I feel sorry for the people that have to listen to this creep. I feel sorry for the news people that have to cover it. I'm going to hear something of his speech. I'm going to hear something of what he said, because I shouldn't be ignorant about it. You got to know what your enemy says. But I'm going to get it filtered through my news sources. And they're not going to show his entire speech. I won't have to sit and look at his tumor, cancer, malignant face. Because when I look at that creep's face on my TV, when I'm watching MSNBC, I put my hand up like this. Or I mute my TV remote control, or I will fast forward through him. Like this, I'll do like this. Because he's a grotesque cancer on our body politic that must be removed. Legally, of course. So it makes me feel good that I spent a long time being able to watch for this last 8 years a president, a true president. Not him. I'm not watching his speech. I'm not watching his address. I'm not watching him stand there and justify his fascist takeover of our country. I'm not going to listen to his double-thinking Orwellian lies. Read that book, 1984. You'll be able to see him for what he is. I won't watch anything of him. Read anything he writes. I don't care what he has to say. He is the enemy of our country. He is a cancer on our assholes of our body politic. And he must be removed. I feel sorry for those people who have to listen to him. And for me, for however long we have him plaguing us, I'm going to listen to this creep filtered through the news and the newspapers like the New York Times, for example. And once he's gone, I'm going to do the same thing to his creep, religious extremist, ISIS, like ISIS, but only the Christian extremist version, Pence. Then my fight will continue with the likes of him.